Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our weekly update call. Appreciate everybody making time to be here. It is a sunny day here in Shiawassee County, obviously a chilly one, but grateful that you all made time to be on today. We actually have three guest speakers that we've invited to talk. We have Gary Jones, our county liaison to Governor Whitmer's office. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Gary over the last several weeks and very much appreciate all that he's doing to communicate with us about what's going on state level. So we're going to have Gary give an update. Then we're going to have Tom Kurtz, many of you know Tom, from Memorial Healthcare. He's going to give an update from the hospital. They are doing amazing work to deal with COVID. I'm very curious too, Tom, to hear about the new freezer. I heard about that the other day in the media. That's really a wonderful thing regarding the vaccine. So I'll let you talk about that. And then Greg Klapko. Many of you know Greg. He is the new Shiawassee Regional Chamber President CEO. He is going to come on and give an update about the Shiacash program and a new collaboration it has with Consumers Energy to help small businesses during this challenging time. And along with that, got a number of other updates as well. One thing I do want to mention as we get started, the small business grant from MEDC is just opening now. You've seen a lot of promotion from us in the chamber and our small business development center. Hopefully any business that is applying for that is actually not on this call because they need to be on trying to apply for those dollars. It is a first come, first serve. So the money's going to go quick. We actually expect the window to run out within a matter of hours. So hopefully we're having a number of Shiawassee County businesses that are applying for that right now because it's a much needed lifeline to help to some of our small companies. So with that, I do want to start with Gary from Governor Whitmer's office to give us an update on what's happening at the state level and with the governor. So Gary, the floor is yours.
Hey, Justin, can you hear me?
Yep, you're good.
All right, perfect. All right, thank you. So to start out with a couple of statistics and just do sort of a brief overview of just some of the things that have been out there in the news over the past week. So total confirmed cases statewide for COVID-19 are now 437,985. Total COVID-19 related deaths are 10,752, and total of recovered COVID-19 cases as of December 11th are 236,369. And always as a note, recovered is defined as the number of persons with a confirmed COVID-19 diagnosis who are alive 30 days post-onset. And so Justin actually did just a great job mentioning the application for Pure Michigan Small Business Relief Initiative grants that just went live literally like 5 minutes ago. So this is $10 million available to support small businesses disproportionately impacted by COVID-19 because of the recent DHHS epidemic order. Application is live on www.michiganbusiness.org/relief. Beginning, like I say, December 15th, 9 a.m. And applications reviewed on a first-in basis. So Justin hit it right on the nail there. Small businesses encouraged to review materials, including application questions and tutorial before applying. The Michigan Municipal League Foundation is serving as the statewide grant administrator here. So Michigan small businesses that have been disproportionately impacted by the COVID-19 virus will be able to apply for up to $15,000. The Michigan Economic Development Corporation announced recently the program will utilize $10 million in federal U.S. Housing and Urban Development or HUD CARES Act funding to provide economic assistance to small businesses across Michigan. Also recently, the governor announced bipartisan Protect Michigan Commission to educate Michiganders on the COVID-19 vaccine. So via an executive order, the governor created this bipartisan Protect Michigan Commission within the Department of Health and Human Services to help raise awareness of the safety and effectiveness of an approved COVID-19 vaccine, to educate the people of the state, and help protect the health and safety of all Michigan residents. And also recently, too, Treasury announced businesses that have been affected by COVID-19 epidemic orders provided tax assistance. So penalties and interest waived on sales, use, and withholding taxes through January 20th of 2021. So businesses that are required, businesses that require social gatherings for customers and have experienced disrupted operations due to COVID-19 epidemic orders now have additional time to make their December sales, use, and withholding tax monthly payment, according to the Michigan Department of Treasury. Effective immediately, most entertainment and recreational venues and restaurants that depend on indoor dining scheduled to make their monthly sales, use, and withholding tax payments on December 20th can postpone filing and payment requirements until January 20th, 2021. The State Treasury Department will waive all penalties and interest for 31 days. And I always like to remind people at the end of my comments that for all updates, michigan.gov/coronavirus is the best website. It's the best catch-all website for all updates.
Thank you, Gary. I actually just got a message from someone. There were already almost 5,000 people in the queue for that small business grant. So definitely going to go fast. I do want to very quickly, I know we have a couple speakers, but I do want to open up the floor real quick. Anybody have any questions for Gary right now before we go to our next speaker? If you do, hit *6 on your phone, please. Any questions for Gary?
Justin, Lena Miller.
Oh, go ahead.
Hi, Justin, Lena Miller.
Yeah, go ahead, Lena.
I was just wondering if Gary had all of those updates in a document. I felt like he went just a little bit fast and was overwhelmed.
Hey, Lena, I do apologize. Sometimes I feel like it's so much stuff to get through. I kind of just speed through it, but yeah, but absolutely, yes, all of this. There's so much material that usually what I try to do is just hit high points, and what you did exactly is perfect. Yep, I can send follow-ups. Actually, Justin, I can send you my updates, and then if you want to push them out to the group, is that the best way?
Yep, that'll work great.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Lena. And Gary, once again, thank you. You're getting us some great information, not only today, but regularly, and we're passing that along. So very much appreciate the partnership. Anybody have any other questions for Gary right now? Hit *6 on your phone. Okay, well, I do want to note, and I've mentioned this to Gary, he has an open invitation. Obviously, this is a very challenging time for all of us. And once again, having that open communication to the governor's office is so critical for our local businesses, our local governments, our nonprofits, our healthcare systems. So Gary, once again, thank you for the collaboration and communication. We very much appreciate the partnership. I want to move on next to Tom Kurtz. I kind of teed this up earlier, but Memorial is doing some amazing work right now in helping to protect our community and keep us safe. They've got some very innovative things I know they're working on, including this new freezer, which I know Tom's going to talk about. But I just want to say thank you once again for everything Memorial is doing to help protect us from the virus. So I wanted to have a representative from Memorial come on today to give an update on what they're seeing, what they're working on. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tom Kurtz. Tom, the floor is yours.
Great, thanks, Justin. Yeah, I do have a few updates for the group, and I'd like to start by sharing some great news that we were again awarded our Leapfrog A safety rating, and that has been something that we have been awarded for quite some time. We are among a very few hospitals in the state of Michigan to maintain that Leapfrog A safety rating, along with a 4-star CMS rating. So even through the pandemic, our quality, safety, and patient care has not at all been affected. And so I just wanted to continue to ensure with our community members that we remain the safest and highest quality hospital system to receive care, even throughout the pandemic. As of right now, a lot of conversations have been around what is the post-Thanksgiving surge going to look like in terms of COVID cases. And we did see that in the inpatient setting. After about a week after Thanksgiving, we hit our all-time peak for inpatient COVID census of 19, which is roughly just under 20% of our total hospital volume was COVID patients. And we're seeing on average anywhere between 15 to 18 COVID positive patients in an inpatient setting since the Thanksgiving holiday. What was a little bit more concerning is that at one point in time during that phase, also our ICU was full. We were out of ICU beds, as many hospitals across the country had been. We have some of that capacity back. We were able to discharge some folks and downgrade some folks. So we're in a pretty good setting now to continue to take care of those patients that are coming into the door with higher level COVID symptoms. So we did see that bump after Thanksgiving. We're seeing that inpatient volume increase, but we're seeing that stabilize, which is good for us to see. Secondly, we continue, as many of you already know, I think we were the 4th or 5th hospital in Michigan to have in-house testing, and we've been doing COVID testing throughout almost the entirety of the pandemic. And we're seeing about 2,000 tests a day go through our doors, mainly through our drive-through over at the corner of M21 and Chestnut at the old Foundation building. Roughly about 2,000 tests a week. We're seeing 11.2 positivity rate for Shiawassee County patients. So we're seeing that be relatively steady in the testing that we're doing. And continuing on the testing mark, we have partnered with Wayne County. You may have seen a press release out there that we have partnered with a company called SG Blocks to develop freestanding lab facilities in Wayne County, 4 of them, Detroit, Southgate, Canton, and Redford. We will be processing 1,000 to 7,000 tests a day through those areas down in Wayne County. So that's a huge increase to our testing capacity overall for our healthcare system. And as Justin mentioned, we have made significant preparations for the inevitability of getting the COVID-19 vaccine, including refrigeration. If you watched the news lately, you've seen that the Pfizer vaccine and the Moderna vaccine has significant refrigeration requirements in that ultra cold freezer that is capable to going down to -70. So that is being installed. It's en route. It's being installed this week. And for us to be prepared to receive those, we can receive the vaccines and keep them stable without that refrigeration, but that allows us to keep them longer. So we are ready. We have our processes in place of how to refrigerate or freeze, handle, process, and administer those vaccines when we get them. We know that Category 1 employees, so healthcare workers, long-term care center employees and patients, those will be the first to receive those vaccines. We have heard from the state of Michigan that we will be getting the Pfizer vaccine. We just don't know the delivery date yet. It could be literally any day this week or potentially next week. So we have learned from the state that we will be receiving the Pfizer vaccine, and we are ready to administer those vaccines to all our healthcare workers literally the day they arrive. There is a significant handling process that needs to go through. Once they are thawed, they have a limited shelf life. So we believe we can get through all of our healthcare workers in about a 4-day period. So we have the schedule set, we have the processes set, we're able to receive and handle the vaccine, and we are really excited to see when that does come into our hands. So Many of you probably watched the news yesterday and saw the trucks being escorted by the federal marshals out of Kalamazoo and being distributed to the FedEx and UPS shipment facilities. So they are en route, and we are cautiously optimistic that we will yet receive those either this week or early next week. Lastly, I wanted to say our COVID-19 drive-through testing site remains open. That phone number that's been published widely, the 989-729-6422 for an appointment, is still the number to call. Our hours are Monday to Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. On most days, we are able to handle a same-day appointment. We are asking for appointments now because of some of the volume increases that we've had. So again, 989-729-6422 to get scheduled, most of which are in a same day schedule. And our average turnaround time for that gold standard PCR test is about 1.1 days. So we continue to be one of the fastest to turn around the tests and one of the most available out there. There's been a lot of conversation about those doing rapid testing versus the PCR. Research will show you that the PCR test is the true gold standard. There are some issues out there with rapid testing in terms of reliability rates that aren't quite to the measure of PCR tests, and we still feel that that's the best way to truly indicate the presence of the virus is to continue with that PCR test. And that's why we've had a pretty significant focus in making sure our turnaround times remain in that very, very low turnaround time rate. So again, if I can just share, we are ready to handle all the healthcare needs of our community. We continue to have the highest quality and safety scores amongst all of our competitors in the region. And we are here to treat your healthcare needs at any time in any way. So I'd be happy to entertain any questions that might come up.
Great, thank you, Tom. Anybody have any questions or comments for Tom? If you do, hit *6 on your phone, please. Anyone have anything? Any questions for Tom? I think you answered them all, Tom. Thank you again. Appreciate everything you're doing, the entire Memorial team. You really are the front line for us in protecting our community against this virus. And just know you're very appreciated for everything that you're doing. We're so very lucky to have an incredible hospital here in our community to serve our health needs. So, if anyone has any questions, obviously, let me know and I can get you in touch with Tom. Or Tom, do you want to give your contact information in case anyone wants to connect with Memorial?
Yeah, absolutely. My office number is 989-729-4734. And my email address is tkurtz@memorialhealthcare.org.
Excellent. Thank you, Tom, and appreciate you jumping on today and all that you're doing. Okay, our third speaker today, a little bit of a different turn here, is Greg Klapko from the Shiawassee Regional Chamber, and he's going to talk about Shiacash and a new opportunity from Consumers Energy. As you all know, we're doing everything we can right now to help sustain our small businesses during this difficult time, and been pushing shop local, buy local, take out food local, things like that. And Shiacash, I think, is a wonderful way to help encourage that type of spending. So, Greg, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce yourself and talk about the program.
Thanks, Justin. Thanks for having me this morning. I appreciate the opportunity. And, first I'd like to, congratulate Memorial Healthcare and the, outstanding work they're doing over there in these challenging times, and, to achieve those highest quality and safety measurements just speaks volumes to the personnel over there and the hard work they're doing, and keeping, like you said, Justin, keeping us safe in these difficult times that we live in right now. So it's good to hear the good news on the vaccine. I know we're all very excited about that as we as we move forward into 2021, that's obviously going to be a key for our economy. So I just wanted to congratulate them, and that's great news to hear from Tom this morning. But I want to talk a little bit about Shiawassee. Again, I appreciate the opportunity. I've got some good news there. For those of you that don't know, Shiawassee is a community currency program that's purchased right at the ShiawasseeChamber.org website. And it's a year-round program that was introduced a few months ago. And this is really in coordination with Justin at the SEDP, Josh Adams, Owasso Main Street, and also Candace Wolfeld over at the Greater Durand Area Chamber of Commerce. Our entities got together to bring this year-round buy local program to our community. Obviously, with it being December, everybody's thinking about holiday gifts, maybe just thank you gifts or employee rewards. Shiawassee is a great way to promote our small businesses. And we were very fortunate. I got a call last week from Consumers Energy, and they are giving us $8,000 to promote Shiawassee. It's part of their Our Town card promotion, and we have received the funds from consumers. So now we have a one-to-one match going on right now from, actually we just kicked it off yesterday, and it runs to the end of the month. So it's a December 10th through December 31st promotion, again, as part of Consumers Energy, Our Town. And they're going to do some media on this, so you might hear about it. And I got a quick update from Sue Cadillac this morning. And as of noon yesterday, we had already had 3,950 certificates sold. So that's just fantastic news that we've just about approached $4,000 of the $8,000 already. There's 24 businesses that have signed up to accept Shiawassee from all over Shiawassee County. So you're going to see businesses from Owasso, Corunna, Langsburg, and Durand. So I really urge you to support our small businesses that have been hard hit from this pandemic. They could really use your support. And again, this is a great way to support them. And yet, of course, really in a way this holiday season to maybe, keep it local. I know everybody tries to do that as much as they can, but this might be a little added push to kind of keep it local and support these businesses. And this would be a great opportunity to get that one-to-one match while those funds are still available. So it's kind of a quick update where we are right now, and I'd be glad to take any questions from anyone if they have any questions about Shiawassee.
Great. Thanks, Greg. Anyone have any questions for Greg? Hit *6 on your phone, please. I will say, I think one of the great things about this is I've talked to some employers in the area that want to spend local, but they are like, how do I pick out a business? This allows you to maybe provide a Christmas gift to your workers, and rather than pin down one business, they can spend it at these 24 businesses throughout Shiawassee County. So I really think from a company Christmas gift type standpoint, it's a wonderful opportunity. So I know we're getting close to Christmas. So if anyone's looking for any, gift ideas for their employees or family or friends, this is definitely a great program. So anybody have any comments or questions for Greg? Last chance. Anybody have anything?
I
Go ahead.
want to know what businesses are participating in this. Is there a list somewhere?
Yes, there is a list right at the ShiawasseeChamber.org website. You'll be able to find all the participating merchants right at that site when you click on Shiawassee near the top of the website.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great question. A lot of good businesses. And Greg,
Yeah,
I think it's really nice. It's throughout Shiawassee County too, as you mentioned.
Correct. Yeah, there's a good mix of small businesses, obviously restaurants, Bee's Bakery, just to name one. There's several of them on there, but there's a lot of them. But also we have some companies too, like Van Ryan's Furniture, Mauer Heating and Cooling, Fairview Pet Center. So there's several of them on there. I just kind of pointed out a few. So, but please go to the ShiawasseeChamber.org website. You can find all the participating merchants right there.
Great. Thank you, Greg. And once again, definitely want to welcome you to the Chamber. You're doing a great job so far. We appreciate from SEDP standpoint the collaboration we've had. So looking forward to more good work together in the weeks and months and years to come.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it myself.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Go ahead. We got a question.
This is Colleen. I had a quick question about the one-to-one match. Is that, if I bought a $25 certificate, will it show up as a 50, or would it just be 2 certificates then?
I believe I'll check with Sue on that, Colleen, but I'm pretty sure that will show up as 50. We're gonna, because we have the funds to match that. As long as they last, that is, because it sounds like, as when I got the update from Sue this morning, it sounds like about half of that 8,000 has been purchased already. And I did want to mention also that it's in increments. You can do it in increments of $10.
Okay, thank you.
So if if you buy $50, you could get 5 $10 certificates, for example.
Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, Greg. I just a couple other things we want to hit. I just want to note, though, I checked on that small business grant. Again, there's over almost 9,700 businesses in the queue right now, statewide. So that clearly demonstrates what a huge, very sad, obviously, but what a huge need is out there. So obviously, hopefully, we can get at least some Shiawassee County businesses some dollars, and clearly we're going to need more support at the state and federal level to help these businesses. Okay, a few other things real quick. That concludes our speakers for the day. Actually, I'm going to have Jody jump on here in a second from our team to give a quick update on unemployment. But a few things I wanted to draw your attention to. There is a webinar tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. I sent the information out at the end of last week. Congressman Molinar is hosting an SBA webinar. So PPP, EIDL, all those programs. The regional administrator, Rob Scott, is going to be on. If you remember, a few of you were at our meeting with Rob here several weeks ago at the Armory, talking about SBA funding. So if you've received those dollars, if you have questions on those dollars, if you want updates on what might be coming, definitely make plans to join that. That's going to be tomorrow at 11. We're actually having another webinar tomorrow at 1 o'clock. This is on Emerge Skilled, a new program to help connect our businesses with future talent. And actually, Lena, do you want to give another quick update? You were on last Tuesday, but maybe do you want to give another quick update to the group here about what this is all about?
Yeah, I can try and do that. So Emerge Skills is a company that has an app that students and young adults can use to match them with a company based on their interest. So think of it like Indeed or LinkedIn, but with a dating match type atmosphere or feel. So a student or young adult could post their information, and then they would match them with opportunities. The school districts are excited about this possibility because it might give us opportunities for co-ops, job shadows, internships with quality employers. So if you would really like to help young talent in the Shiawassee area and maybe, retain people so that they stay local, because we have so many bright students, this would be the webinar for you.
Great. And I sent out an email at you this morning, a final reminder on that. 1 o'clock tomorrow, should last probably about an hour. Hopefully you can join us for that. Thank you, Lena. Okay, one other talent related item, and we're going to continue to talk about this for our SEDP members. We now have a jobs board on our website. We realize, that talent remains and will remain a huge need. This is meant to be another touch point to create awareness of job opportunities. We have some great partners in the workforce and talent world. I heard Chris Schuler earlier, worked very closely with him. He does a great job. This is meant to be just another resource to create awareness of job availability in Shiawassee County. And so our goal, we're going to host it on our website, sedpweb.org, and we're going to direct people in the area looking for work to that. And we'll be focused on Shiawassee County employers. So companies that are investors in our program are eligible to post these jobs for free. If you'd like to learn more on that, either message me or actually our VP, Brent Jones, is the best point of contact for that. Jody, do you want to jump on real quick and give a quick update on the unemployment UIA stuff?
Sure. We started getting some more questions about unemployment again due to some of the new restrictions. And I reached out to Carrie Dillon, who did speak for us on one of our calls. She's from the Unemployment Insurance Agency. If somebody has reached their limit of their 39 weeks or is very close, the only information she could give me is that all CARES Act will end on 12/26 of this year. And the UI at this point does not have any new information about an extension. They're waiting for Congress to act, and then UI will be able to make plans once they are made aware of what is available. So not a lot of information, unfortunately not great for people who have reached their 39 weeks. If somebody still has time left out of those 39 weeks and they were unemployed, returned to work, and are temporarily unemployed again, do not start a new claim. They actually open the claim that you were using before. Use the same MyWAM login information to open that claim. But unfortunately, we're very close to the end of the CARES Act, ending the day after Christmas. So at this point, there's just not a lot of information known about what will happen for unemployment in the beginning of the year.
Thank you, Jody. And as more information becomes available, we will absolutely share that. And then one other item real quick, childcare, we've talked about it before. Thank you to those that have participated in our assessment. We actually have that survey open until Friday of this week, so 4 more days to fill it out. We've had a great response so far. I think as of over the weekend, we were close to 150 responses, which was wonderful. We had been hoping for about 100. So thank you all for those that participated. Please take time, though, to fill it out. If you have not, please pass along to your employees. The ultimate goal here, everyone, is to get more childcare options available for our businesses, for our workers in Shiawassee. And that means supporting our existing providers, giving them the tools, resources, information they need to succeed. That means helping local entrepreneurs that might want to start their own childcare operation. And yes, that does mean attracting new childcare providers to locate in Shiawassee County. It's a massive need now because of virtual schooling, but it's going to be a need for a long, long time in the community. So we really want to provide solutions to this. So please, if you've not filled that out, please take the time to do so. And then actually the last thing I'm going to mention, we are having a virtual coffee update Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. This is a little different than this call. This is more about what we're seeing in the Shiawassee County economy, doing some networking, things like that. So anyone that would like to join that, you saw an email on that last week. I'll send you another one probably today or tomorrow. You're very welcome to participate. So with that, I'm going to open the floor. We're getting a little bit later in the call, but if anyone does have any questions before we break up, please go ahead and ask. Anyone have anything? *6 on your phone. Okay, well, once again, thank you, Gary Jones from Governor Whitmer's office. Thank you, Tom Kurth from Memorial Healthcare. Thank you, Greg Klapko from the Shiawassee Regional Chamber talking about Shiacash. Lots going on, a lot of information as usual. If you need anything at all, please reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us an email or text. We're always here to help. So thank you all. We will be on next week. It is a few days before Christmas, so we realize the time might be a challenge, but we're going to stay here and give you the most up-to-date information we can. So looking forward to talking to you all next week. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Justin.